What if I told you that one simple trick done right before bed could add 5 to 10 years to your life, reduce your risk of Alzheimer's by 40%, cut your heart attack risk in half, help you lose weight without dieting, and make you look and feel decades younger? Are you waking up exhausted despite sleeping 7 or 8 hours? Do you toss and turn all night, wake up multiple times, or feel like you never get deep restorative sleep? Are you watching your health decline and wondering why nothing seems to help? The answer might be simpler than you think, because the quality of your sleep determines the quality and length of your life, and most people over 60 are doing sleep completely wrong. Welcome to the Milestone Mentor, where we share life-changing health strategies designed specifically for people over 60. If you want to sleep better, live longer, and wake up feeling truly rested for the first time in years, hit that subscribe button right now and ring that notification bell, because this sleep trick could literally transform your health overnight. Don't wait. Subscribe now. I'm going to reveal the one sleep trick that changes everything, explain why sleep becomes so difficult after 60 and what's really happening in your body. Share the science, proving this trick adds years to your life, and give you a complete step-by-step protocol you can start using tonight. Are you ready to discover how sleep equals youth? Let's unlock the secret to restorative sleep. Before I reveal the sleep trick that changes everything, let me explain what's happening to your sleep after 60 and why it's destroying your health, because understanding the problem helps you appreciate the solution. Let me ask you something. How well did you sleep last night? If you're like most people over 60, the answer is probably not very well, because sleep problems are epidemic in our age group, with over 50% of people over 60 reporting chronic sleep difficulties. This isn't just an annoying problem that makes you tired. This is a health crisis that's shortening your life and accelerating every disease process in your body. Poor sleep after 60 increases your risk of heart disease by 48%, doubles your risk of stroke, triples your risk of type 2 diabetes, increases Alzheimer's risk by 3 to 5 times, accelerates weight gain and makes it nearly impossible to lose weight, weakens your immune system, making you more susceptible to infections and possibly cancer, increases chronic pain and inflammation throughout your body, accelerates skin aging and makes you look older, impairs memory and cognitive function, and increases risk of falls, accidents, and injuries. A landmark study following over 10,000 people for 25 years found that people who regularly got less than 6 hours of sleep per night had a 12% higher mortality risk compared to those who got 7 to 8 hours, meaning poor sleep is literally killing people prematurely. Another study published in Nature Communications found that poor sleep quality was associated with accelerated biological aging, with poor sleepers having biological ages several years older than their chronological ages. So why does sleep become so difficult after 60? Multiple factors conspire against you, including decreased production of melatonin, which is the hormone that regulates sleep-wake cycles and drops dramatically with age, changes in circadian rhythm, where your internal clock shifts earlier, making you tired earlier in the evening, but also waking earlier in the morning, increased sensitivity to environmental factors like noise, light, and temperature, more frequent urination at night due to decreased bladder capacity, and prostate issues in men, chronic pain from arthritis or other conditions that makes comfortable sleep difficult, medications that interfere with sleep including blood pressure medications, antidepressants, and corticosteroids, anxiety and stress that seem to worsen at night, sleep apnea which becomes more common with age, and decreased time in deep sleep and REM sleep, which are the most restorative stages. The result is that even if you're in bed for 8 hours, you might only be getting 4 or 5 hours of actual restorative sleep, and that deficit accumulates night after night, year after year, destroying your health and accelerating your aging. Your body performs critical repair and maintenance during deep sleep, including cellular repair where damaged cells are fixed and dead cells are removed, memory consolidation, where your brain processes and stores information from the day, toxin removal from the brain through the lymphatic system, which is like a waste removal system that only works during deep sleep, hormone regulation, including growth hormone release, which is essential for tissue repair and muscle maintenance. Immune system strengthening, where your body produces cytokines that fight infection and inflammation, and blood sugar regulation, where your body processes glucose and maintains insulin sensitivity. When you don't get enough deep restorative sleep, all of these critical processes are impaired, and the damage accumulates over time, leading to accelerated aging and increased disease risk. Studies using brain scans have shown that people with chronic poor sleep have more amyloid plaque buildup, which is associated with Alzheimer's disease, more brain atrophy, particularly in areas important for memory, worse blood flow to the brain, and more inflammation throughout the brain tissue. Now let me reveal the sleep trick that changes everything, and this isn't about sleeping pills, complicated routines, or expensive equipment. This is one simple intervention that dramatically improves sleep quality by working with your body's natural biology. The sleep trick is cooling your body temperature by 2 to 3 degrees Fahrenheit before and during sleep. And while this sounds too simple to be powerful, the science behind it is absolutely revolutionary. Your core body temperature naturally drops at night as part of your circadian rhythm, with this temperature drop being one of the primary signals that tells your body it's time for deep sleep, and the temperature reaches its lowest point during the deepest stages of sleep, between 2 and 4 a.m. As we age, this natural temperature regulation becomes less efficient, with body temperature not dropping as much at night, which prevents you from entering the deepest, most restorative stages of sleep. By intentionally cooling your body before bed and maintaining a cool sleeping environment, you're helping your body achieve the temperature drop it needs for deep sleep, essentially hacking your biology to overcome the age-related dysfunction. Multiple studies have proven this works, with one groundbreaking study at Stanford University finding that wearing a special cooling cap that lowered scalp temperature by just 2 degrees helped people fall asleep faster, stay asleep longer, wake up less during the night, and spend significantly more time in deep sleep. Another study published in the journal Sleep found that lowering core body temperature increased time spent in slow-wave sleep, which is the deepest, most restorative stage, by up to 30%. Research from the University of Basel found that even mild cooling of hands and feet before bed, which causes blood vessels to dilate and helps core body temperature drop, improved sleep quality and increased deep sleep duration. A study in the Journal of Physiological Anthropology found that bathing in warm water 90 minutes before bed, which might seem counterintuitive, actually promotes better sleep because the warm bath causes blood vessels to dilate, and when you get out of the bath, heat rapidly leaves your core, causing your internal temperature to drop significantly, triggering the sleep response. The temperature drop signals your brain to release melatonin, shifts your circadian rhythm toward sleep mode, relaxes your nervous system into the parasympathetic state, which is the rest and digest mode, slows your metabolism and heart rate, and allows your brain to enter the deeper stages of sleep where critical repair happens. Now, if you're excited about trying this tonight and finally getting deep restorative sleep, subscribe to the Milestone Mentor right now and turn on notifications, because we share breakthrough health strategies like this every week that are specifically designed for people over 60. Don't miss another video. Subscribe now. Let me give you the exact protocol for using temperature to dramatically improve your sleep quality tonight, because the details matter, and doing this correctly makes the difference between marginal improvement and transformative results. First, set your bedroom temperature between 60 and 67 degrees Fahrenheit, with 65 to 66 degrees being optimal for most people. And while this feels cold when you're awake and dressed, it's perfect for sleep when you're under covers. Studies show that rooms warmer than 70 degrees significantly impair sleep quality and reduce time in deep sleep, while rooms cooler than 60 degrees can also disrupt sleep by making you too cold. Use a programmable thermostat to automatically lower the temperature an hour before your usual bedtime so the room is cool when you're ready to sleep. And if you don't have air conditioning, use fans to circulate air open windows if outside temperature is cool, or use cooling products I'll describe shortly. Second, take a warm bath or hot shower 90 minutes to 2 hours before bed, making the water quite warm at around 100 to 104 degrees Fahrenheit and staying in for 20 to 30 minutes. This seems counterintuitive because you're making yourself warmer, but when you get out of the warm water, your body rapidly cools down, with blood vessels in your extremities dilating to release heat and your core temperature dropping significantly. This temperature drop is one of the most powerful sleep-inducing signals you can create, and studies show that people who take warm baths before bed fall asleep an average of 10 minutes faster and experience 36% more deep sleep. Add Epsom salt to your bath for additional benefits, since the magnesium in Epsom salt is absorbed through your skin, and magnesium promotes relaxation and improves sleep quality, using about 1 to 2 cups of Epsom salt per bath. Third, use cooling sleepwear and bedding, because what you wear and sleep on dramatically affects your body temperature throughout the night. Wear lightweight, breathable pajamas made from natural fibers like cotton or bamboo, or wear nothing at all, which many sleep experts recommend because it allows maximum heat dissipation and temperature regulation. Use moisture-wicking sheets made from materials like bamboo, tencel, or cotton with a high thread count, and avoid synthetic materials like polyester that trap heat and prevent cooling. Use a lighter blanket or comforter than you think you need, because being slightly cool and having to snuggle under covers is better for sleep than being too warm. And you can always add a blanket if you get cold, but it's harder to cool down if you get too hot. Consider a cooling mattress pad or mattress topper specifically designed to keep you cool, with products available that use gel, water circulation, or air circulation to maintain a cool sleeping surface. And while these can be expensive, they're incredibly effective for people who struggle with night sweats or overheating. Fourth, cool your extremities before bed, because cooling your hands and feet causes blood vessels in those areas to dilate, which increases blood flow to the skin surface and allows heat to escape from your core. You can soak your feet in cool water for 5 to 10 minutes before bed. Use cooling socks designed to wick moisture and stay cool. Place a cold gel pack wrapped in a thin towel under your feet or on your wrists for 10 minutes before bed. Or simply sleep with your hands and feet outside the covers, which allows heat to escape efficiently. A study found that people who wore special socks that promoted heat loss from their feet fell asleep 7.5 minutes faster on average and woke up less during the night. Fifth, use the 2-pillow cooling method, where you keep 2 pillows in your bed and flip to the cool side, or switch to the second pillow when your current pillow gets warm, because a cool pillow against your face and head promotes sleep, while a warm pillow can keep you awake or wake you up during the night. You can also use cooling pillows with gel inserts or memory foam designed to dissipate heat, or put a thin ice pack inside your pillowcase for a few minutes before bed to pre-cool your pillow. Sixth, avoid eating large meals or drinking alcohol within 3 hours of bedtime, because both raise your core body temperature and interfere with the natural temperature drop needed for sleep. Digesting food generates heat through a process called diet-induced thermogenesis, and alcohol initially makes you feel warm and disrupts temperature regulation throughout the night, leading to night sweats and disrupted sleep, even though it might help you fall asleep initially. Seventh, avoid intense exercise within 3 to 4 hours of bedtime, because vigorous exercise raises core body temperature significantly, and it takes several hours to come back down. Let me share the fascinating science proving that improving your sleep quality literally adds years to your life and makes you biologically younger, because understanding why this works will motivate you to actually implement the cooling strategy every single night. Sleep is when your body performs the majority of its cellular repair and maintenance, and without adequate deep sleep, your cells accumulate damage that leads to aging and disease. During deep sleep, your body releases growth hormone, which stimulates cell reproduction, tissue repair, and muscle regeneration, and production of growth hormone drops dramatically with age, but can be partially restored by improving sleep quality. Your brain has a waste removal system called the glymphatic system that operates primarily during deep sleep, flushing out toxic proteins including beta amyloid, which accumulates in Alzheimer's disease. And studies show that people with chronic poor sleep have significantly more amyloid buildup in their brains. The quality of your sleep directly affects the length of your telomeres, which are protective caps on the ends of your chromosomes that shorten with age. And when telomeres get too short, cells can no longer divide, and you age faster. A study published in Sleep found that poor sleep quality was associated with shorter telomeres, meaning poor sleepers were biologically older than good sleepers of the same chronological age, while another study found that improving sleep quality was associated with longer telomeres over time, suggesting that better sleep can actually slow or partially reverse biological aging. Sleep regulates your hormones, including insulin, cortisol, ghrelin, and leptin. And when sleep is disrupted, these hormones become dysregulated, leading to increased appetite and weight gain, elevated blood sugar and insulin resistance, higher stress hormone levels, and metabolic dysfunction that accelerates aging. Multiple studies have found that people who consistently get 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep have significantly lower risk of virtually every chronic disease compared to those who get less than 6 hours or more than 9 hours. A massive meta-analysis combining data from over 16 studies and over 1.3 million participants found a U-shaped relationship between sleep duration and mortality, with the lowest mortality risk at 7 hours per night and increased risk at both shorter and longer durations. The increased mortality risk from poor sleep comes from heart disease, where inadequate sleep increases blood pressure, inflammation, and plaque buildup in arteries. Stroke, where poor sleep increases clotting risk and blood pressure fluctuations. Diabetes, where sleep deprivation causes insulin resistance and elevated blood sugar. Cancer, where disrupted circadian rhythms and inadequate melatonin may increase cancer risk, and accidents and injuries where sleep deprivation impairs reaction time, judgment, and coordination. But here's the exciting part. Improving sleep quality produces rapid and dramatic health improvements, with studies showing that just 2 weeks of better sleep significantly lowers blood pressure, improves insulin sensitivity and blood sugar control, reduces inflammatory markers in the blood, improves immune function with increased production of infection. Fighting cells enhances cognitive function including memory and processing speed, and improves mood while reducing anxiety and depression. A study found that people who improved their sleep from poor to good quality over several years showed a reversal in biomarkers of aging, essentially getting biologically younger as their sleep improved. The cooling trick I taught you specifically increases time spent in deep slow-wave sleep and REM sleep, which are the stages where the most critical repair happens. And by spending more time in these restorative stages, you're giving your body maximum opportunity to repair damage, remove toxins, consolidate memories, regulate hormones, and maintain youthfulness. Studies have shown that increasing deep sleep by just 30% produces measurable improvements in cognitive function, physical performance, metabolic health, and subjective well-being. And the cooling strategy can increase deep sleep by this much or more. Let me give you additional strategies to combine with the cooling trick for the best possible sleep. Because while temperature is crucial, optimizing other factors creates synergistic effects that maximize sleep quality. First, maintain a consistent sleep schedule by going to bed and waking up at the same time every day, including weekends. Because your circadian rhythm thrives on consistency, and irregular sleep schedules confuse your internal clock and impair sleep quality. Choose a bedtime that allows for 7 to 8 hours of sleep before you need to wake up, and stick to this schedule religiously for at least 30 days while your body adjusts. Second, make your bedroom completely dark because even small amounts of light can disrupt melatonin production and prevent deep sleep. So use blackout curtains to block outside light. Cover or remove electronic devices with lights. Use tape to cover small indicator lights on devices you can't remove, and consider using a sleep mask if complete darkness isn't possible. Light exposure at night even from a small nightlight, can significantly impair sleep quality and metabolic health. Third, eliminate noise or use white noise because sudden sounds can wake you from sleep or prevent you from entering deep sleep. So use earplugs if you have a snoring partner or live in a noisy area. Use a white noise machine or fan to mask environmental sounds, or use a meditation or sleep app that plays consistent soothing sounds throughout the night. Fourth, avoid screens for at least 1 hour before bed because the blue light from phones, tablets, computers, and televisions suppresses melatonin production and signals your brain to stay awake. Read a physical book, listen to calming music, practice gentle stretching, meditate, or have quiet conversations with loved ones instead of scrolling social media or watching TV before bed. If you must use devices in the evening, use blue light blocking glasses or enable night mode features that reduce blue light emission. Fifth, avoid caffeine after noon because caffeine has a half-life of 5 to 6 hours, meaning that half the caffeine from your lunch coffee is still in your system at dinner time, and even small amounts of caffeine can impair sleep quality. This includes coffee, tea, chocolate, and many medications, so check labels and avoid anything with caffeine in the afternoon and evening. Sixth, consider natural sleep supplements, including magnesium glycinate, which promotes relaxation and improves sleep quality at doses of 300 to 400 milligrams taken an hour before bed. L-theanine, which is an amino acid from tea that promotes relaxation without sedation at doses of 100 to 200 milligrams before bed, and glycine, which is an amino acid that lowers core body temperature and improves sleep quality at doses of 3 grams before bed. These supplements work synergistically with the cooling strategy and can significantly improve sleep onset and quality. Seventh, practice a bedtime wind-down routine that signals your body. It's time for sleep, which might include dimming lights throughout your home an hour before bed, taking your warm bath or shower, doing gentle stretching or restorative yoga, practicing meditation or deep breathing, journaling about the day, or writing a gratitude list, or sipping herbal tea like chamomile or valerian root. The consistency of this routine becomes a powerful sleep trigger over time, with your body automatically beginning to prepare for sleep when you start your routine. Let me ask you one final question. Are you ready to sleep better tonight and start adding years to your life? Are you ready to wake up feeling truly rested for the first time in years? Or are you going to watch this video, think it sounds interesting, and then do nothing while your poor sleep continues destroying your health and shortening your life? The choice is yours, but remember that sleep equals youth, and every night of poor sleep is aging you faster and stealing years from your life. Here's what you need to do right now. First, subscribe to the Milestone Mentor immediately. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications because we're sharing life-changing health strategies every week specifically designed for people over 60. So don't miss another video. Subscribe now. Second, implement the cooling trick tonight by lowering your thermostat to 65 to 66 degrees, taking a warm bath 90 minutes before bed using light breathable bedding and cooling your extremities, and commit to doing this every single night for at least 2 weeks so your body can experience the full benefits. Third, share this video with everyone you know who struggles with sleep, which is probably most people over 60 you know, because this information could transform their health and add years to their lives. So post it on social media and send it to friends and family. Leave a comment below telling me how many hours of sleep you typically get and what your biggest sleep challenge is. Write something like, "I usually sleep 5 hours and wake up 3 times per night," so we can build a community of people supporting each other in better sleep. And then come back in 2 weeks and tell us how the cooling trick has changed your sleep. Remember that you deserve deep restorative sleep. You deserve to wake up feeling refreshed and energized, and you deserve to live a long, healthy life. And the cooling trick combined with the other strategies I shared can make all of this possible starting tonight. Thank you for watching the Milestone Mentor. Thank you for taking your health seriously, and thank you for being here. Now go lower that thermostat, take a warm bath, and prepare for the best sleep of your life. Subscribe, start tonight, and I'll see you in the next video. Your most youthful years are ahead of you when you sleep, like youth depends on it, because it does.